Hi, Scorpio. We are here to do another bonus reading for you. I know that you've already had your bonus reading. I already did it. Plus, your monthly is done. And I was planning on doing a different sign right now, but you just kept calling to me. Like, I just feel like Scorpio needs a reading. Scorpio needs a reading. So I feel like some of you are dealing maybe with some harshness or harsh energy, and I don't know. I just feel called to do your reading. So let's go ahead and do it. This will be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I feel like this type of reading where I'm just feeling called, it's for anyone who's called to it, really. But your name, Scorpio, is on my mind, like majorly. All right, let's go ahead and begin. We're going to start with the Good Tarot. I'll bring the lid down a little bit. Give it a couple shuffles, even though they are pre-shuffled. Okay, let's give them a cut. I don't know if the energy I'm feeling for you has anything to do with the full moon that's in your sign on the 16th, that's combined with a total lunar eclipse. Could that be anything? Let's find out. All right, I'm going to shuffle. I was going to take off the top, but something's telling me to shuffle. We have the Three of Pentacles. It's showing in reverse. I don't know if I want to read it in reverse yet. Look at this, the Three of Cups also in reverse. Okay. Can't deny. Well, feels like number one, there's, for some, it feels like there's no reason to be celebrating my Pentacles. I feel like there's something that's just taking you out of your comfort zone. I'm noticing the 3 and 3 balance, right? Is there balance? I want to say be careful that, if you feel like you have sorrows, that you're not drowning your sorrows. Instead, face them. You know what I mean? Like, don't drown them with alcohol, that type of thing, because they'll just reappear. It feels like you're not feeling yourself. Did you see how it reversed itself? 10 of Wands. So this is good in reverse. I don't mind this at all. It's almost like my tribe, so to speak, is not getting me. It's like the energy, it feels like of people working against you instead of with you type of energy. I feel like with the 10 of Wands here, it means like a sense of heavy responsibility, probably more than your fair share, right? It's like just not my responsibility to carry around, but somehow it ends up on you type of energy. It is in reverse, and I have to tell you, I almost feel like the universe is like pushing you for some reason. With the 10 of Wands in reverse, it's like all that pressure that was on your back falls away. I just wanted to make sure I had my deck in the upright. All right, let's keep going. We have the Six of Swords. Interesting because we have the 2 threes here in reverse. And this is where you're not feeling yourself. This is where I feel like, the people or someone around you not appreciating you for who you are, like, uniquely. And in the same breath, I want to say, be careful not to, like, whatever this energy is. Again, at one time, I know it just felt like all the responsibility was on your shoulders. but it's learning what is mine to carry and what is not mine to carry. So it does feel like weight is falling off of you, but you have to allow it at the same time. So, I don't want to drown my sorrows, because I feel like it'll just make it worse. Like whatever it is will raise its ugly head even stronger. So what do I want? In a way I want to say a sober mind. Now, I don't even know if I'm talking about alcohol and that. But anyways, so the Six of Swords is over here, marrying these threes. Six of Swords talks about you having the realization of what has been toxic in your life. What is, like whose responsibility have you been carrying around, and you're done. You're done with that, right? You're done. Listen, I feel like a lot of you are probably still over here. And I do feel like this is a little bit of universal energy. In a way, maybe it's revealing to you, like, here I am carrying, everybody's responsibility, and I'm done. I'm done. With the Six of Swords, you've had that realization of what's toxic. What's toxic in your life? Who is toxic in your life? And it's not about trying to change them. No, I'm just separating myself from it. Six of Swords, I'm leaving it in the past. Even if it means, there's a little bit of choppy water, but you can get through that. You can get through that. And I feel like even like with this weight lifted, it's like easier for this ship to sail, right? There's not this excess weight that doesn't need to be there. Anyway, let's keep going. We have the Queen of Wands. Can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We have the Three of Wands. Look at this. 3 threes in a row. I just did a spirit guide reading yesterday, and there were also 3 threes in that. So this may in some way tie back for some of you. You may find additional, and it's short. It's only 29 minutes. To me, that's short. Anyway, let's look at this. First of all, I like the Three of Wands here, next to this Queen. Listen, I feel like this Queen, she could be an air sign, but I also feel it's about you and you taking on her energy. So the Queen of Wands is very intuitive, right? She moves, she's learned to trust her intuition. This is why she's a queen. She's learned to, if we're reading her as energy, she's learned to trust her intuition, and she's following her intuition. This is telling you, follow your intuition, like follow your gut. If something is not feeling right, then it's not right. And I feel like that's what these threes in reverse are talking about. But at the same time, the Ten of Wands in reverse, it's like freedom from that. It may not be like a piece of cake right away, but, follow your intuition. Three of Wands is you stepping onto a path. I kind of feel like you're being moved out of one energy, and now you're being moved more into like the wand energy. The Six of Swords, I'm just thinking of Gemini. We're moving into a Gemini new moon at the end of May. Year of the Lovers, all of that. Some may have a master number 33. Okay, but anyway, Three of Wands is how I choose to look at my life, right? This is about, even though my ships aren't right here, like I can't touch them yet, I know they're coming in. I know they're coming in, and I'm not looking to the end, right? I'm not looking to see, listen, I may have ideas about where I'd like to see it go, but this is about enjoying each moment of something, because each moment may be teachable, like, but in a good way, in a good way. All right, let's keep going. Many of you know my daughter is a Scorpio on the 29th of October, and I know she's going through some conflicting type energy. Okay, we have the Eight of Swords. Coming under that 10 of Wands. I feel like what this is saying is some of you are still in this energy. And again, it's just where it's almost like, how do I say, it's almost like no one gets me. No one's listening to me. I kind of feel like I'm out here on a limb, you know, like on my own type of thing. But again, I feel like some of that is because maybe I'm trying to control certain things that I don't need. It's not my, you know, it's not my place to control. And that just means it doesn't serve you, right? Sometimes if, you know, there's someone who is a thorn in the crowd, it's, you know, or you're the flower among thorns, it's easier for you to separate than try to fix each thorn. Does that make sense? I'm only saying this because I feel like there's some conflicting energy here of, you know, like the universe is saying, you know, we are letting go, or you're able to let go of, you know, these energies that you think maybe are yours to fix almost, but they're not. The Eight of Swords, listen, the Eight of Swords it's a self-created prison, right? It's where I'm probably because of these wands, it's almost like I'm protecting myself. I'm putting up a wall of armor. I feel like if I go back here at this Three of Pentacles in reverse and I look at this person in the Eight of Swords where she's naked, right? But she has her back to us. And I often feel like it's someone who thinks that we can't see that they're naked, but they are. You know, but we're not judging. This person feels that she'll be judged. He'll be judged. But we're not judging. And I say that because in the Eight of Swords, the only one who can face this energy is you. This is your responsibility. Like, this is where your responsibility lies, maybe not elsewhere. The responsibility lies in you learning how to put down. Listen, I feel like in a way I put down an armor, but it's so that your intuition can be stronger. Almost like I'm listening more to my earthly mind, and it's, you know, it doesn't seem to be like giving me the correct information. And the universe is saying that's because you need to pay attention to your intuition. Your intuition is leading here. I do feel like the reason why this person kind of wants to hide from the world is because there is this energy of not being appreciated for who they are, who they really are, right? And listen, it feels like you've carried that around, but at the same time, that also has to go. Doesn't have to go. That's your choice. Well, I wasn't going to take, holy crap, it's a lot of cards. I wasn't going to take this many cards, but I feel like we have to. I make a little plan in my mind of how I'd like the reading to go, but then I just let go of control of how it wants to show up. There's a lot of cards. Okay, every single one of them in reverse, so we are going to turn them around. We have the Five of Wands. This feels like a divided house. A divided house. Everyone's fighting everyone. There's a lot of ego. I feel like the only way I can be the victor in this situation is to leave it, is to separate myself from it. Now, maybe I'm not leaving a house, but I'm separating myself from maybe someone else's drama, other people's drama. We have the Magician, beautiful. The Manifester. We have the Nine of Wands. We have the Chariot card of Cancer. Beautiful. It's a card of balance, and that's what I was looking for here, the balance. Right here, I wasn't feeling it. Now with the Chariot, you know, the Chariot shows us as a reward because you found balance. We have Faith. This is the Hierophant card of Taurus. Interesting, because it was Taurus as a reading I was going to do. I am going to do theirs today too. But I just want to acknowledge that. So this is about your belief system, your faith. 2 5s here. You know, because there's a lot of, listen, there feels like there's a lot of aggravation, and like the house is fighting with itself. And then the 8 of Swords, they're almost like I want to ignore it, but I can't. I can't. And listen, maybe it's like, so I put down my demands, right? And my demands are I'm no longer, like, I feel like you're not staying in this drama. You're not staying in this drama. You know, it feels like you're a little stuck. And I feel like the Hierophant is about your belief system, like trust. You know, first of all, trust that you can get through anything. Everything can feel ridiculously hard in the moment. But as time goes on, that fades. Okay, we have 2 more cards. We have the 9 of Cups. And we have the Page of Pentacles. I feel like for some of you, there's also this energy of maybe not 100% believing in your ability to create. And I feel like, why? Well, I do feel like, I don't know, I just feel like there's this energy of, because I don't 100% trust my ability in something, I almost feel like you're like drinking, like trying to cover that up. But you can't, because I feel like that's what stays inside of you. So instead of that, covering it up, the same thing the 8 of Swords is doing, right? I'm kind of covering up that energy. I don't want to deal with it. But yet, it's like the house is divided and you don't have a choice. You don't have a choice. So the six of Swords would just say that you see it, you understand it, and you're no longer willing to participate in it. Now, I feel like when you do that, here's the 9 of Cups. You know, the 9 of Cups is when you're enjoying your life. This is when things feel right, right? There's love in your life, you know, good friends, all that. And then the Page of Pentacles with that, right? Page of Pentacles. It's a path of knowledge. Listen, I feel like some of you, it's almost like I don't believe in a certain gift maybe that I have, because maybe it was almost like, I don't know if I'm talking myself out of it or someone else is, but I feel like with the Page and this 9 together, this is really a tremendous energy of growth, right? And growth doing something that brings you joy. But I feel like you kind of shut it down before. And I feel like that's what the Queen of Wands is showing, because this is the energy we want to follow. We want to follow her energy. And that just, again, means follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. Don't follow the crowd. Don't follow the crowd. Follow your own intuition. I do feel like you're freeing yourself from something. But I feel like part of that is because you're freeing yourself of some of the responsibility that you're carrying. You know, you have the 9 of Wands down here looking back at the Magician. A lot of 9s also, so that's reflection. But this 9 of Wands talks about your growth through it. when you know, allowing yourself to see that. This is the energy of not giving up, right? I'm almost at the finish line. So maybe something is being eclipsed out, and, you know, I got to take a moment in that. If I look at the Magician, he's cornered or mirroring the Hierophant, but also the Six of Swords connect to that. And then the Three of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like this is about the trust within yourself, the trust that you can create, whatever that may mean for you, the trust within your uniqueness, and the learning of, listen, I think you easily take on other people's responsibilities because you have a loving heart. Because you come from that energy. And then, you know, you think of Scorpio. Scorpio does tend to call to them, so to speak, like the broken. But you have a great ability to help them, to help bring emotional. It's interesting because you have a great ability to bring emotional clarity to others, but maybe not to yourself. It's almost like I can help others, but I have a hard time helping myself. And I feel like it can be because sometimes maybe you are you're putting yourself on the back burner. Anyways, I feel like there is drama of some sort, and in some way you've got to separate yourself from it. Interesting that the Hierophant is also here too, because, you know, 2 5s. Let's just say this drama in here could signify some type of change, but maybe it's a change that needed to happen. I feel like the Hierophant says keep your faith, you know, believe, trust, pray, all of that. All right. We have Justice on the bottom of the deck. Some of you may be going through some karmic energy. And, you know, I feel like if it's karmic type energy, what that usually means is, usually, like, let's just say in a past life, there was a situation, maybe, you know, we were the aggressor type energy. And we never came to that realization that we were the aggressor. So this lifetime, you know, we have to learn that. And it may come in the form of someone else being the aggressor, right? Holding that mirror up, which can be horrible, but freeing at the same time. So that's what I mean. So some of this, I feel like that. This can be, you know, a divorce, cutting of ties. Ultimately, Justice is about you finding balance. No wonder these 2 3s are here. In reverse, I feel like out of balance. Justice is about finding balance, right? About making you whole again. You whole again. Not better than, not less than, but just whole again. All right. I am not going to clarify every card. Just because I don't want this to be too long. And I only say that because I feel like sometimes people who really need to hear it may look at the time and be like, eh. But what if it's life-changing? You know what I mean? Okay. Alright, so I'm just looking at the top row. By the way, this is the Angels Tarot. This is a new deck I just got. I used it in the Spirit Guide reading, and then put a code if anybody was interested in it. Alright. We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Page of Cups. I feel like I'm having a hard time deciding what to do about something. We have the Queen of Wands again. Queen of Wands coming over the reversal of the Ten of Wands. Well, hello. You know, if anybody's energy is going to know how to deal with those wands, it's the Queen. We have the Eight of Cups coming over the Six of Swords. Look at that. You know, not just like mental clarity, but emotional clarity. Eight of Cups is moving into the Nine of Cups energy. Where did I say? Oh, here's the Nine of Cups right here. Right? This is about, listen, I feel like there is no way Scorpio is going to get through the full moon without having to look at some emotional energy that, listen, it's holds you back. That's why. It's not because the universe is like, hey, let's pick on Scorpio. No, it's because maybe you can have the largest growth from this. But first, like, there is some energy that's just really conflicting to this. Well, hello, Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups. This Knight is bringing in a cup. I feel like a cup of fulfillment. You know, it's so interesting. In my mind, all of a sudden, I wanted to say, love wins. Okay, here I go, clarifying every card. We have Judgment, came in reverse. Excuse me 1 second. Okay, I'm right back. I had a knock on the door. Anyways, Judgment in reverse. Why? Page of Cups in reverse over this Eight of Swords. I mean, if that's not telling, right? Listen, you are not putting yourself first. You know, it's almost like, you know, you take on more than you should, and then you pay the price. Like, you end up paying that price. I feel like your guides are reaching out to you to try to help you. You know, like, this is not in an egotistical way at all, but it's almost like, I got stuck in a web. Look at this. We have the Ten of Pentacles. It's fighting within a home. We have the Hangman coming over the Magician. You see that? It's like putting the brakes on. You're putting the brakes on. Maybe because you're not sure what to do. And again, it feels like because you're not trusting yourself. It's like I want to say you do know what you need to do. You need, you know, first of all, break it down. I feel like drama, be gone. I feel like it's time to put you first. We have the Queen of Swords. I feel like it's also time to trust your gifts. I like that the Knight of Cups is coming in, and what's mirroring it is the Ten of Pentacles, even though currently there seems like a lot of drama in that area. Doesn't mean, you know, maybe it's almost like, you know, the exit of someone, maybe it brings a balance back. Now, that may be you or another. Queen of Swords, coming over the Three of Wands, I like that because, you know, Queen of Swords is all about, first of all, she's about honesty and truth. She's a great communicator. When she believes herself, right? She's pointing right at this Eight of Swords. So I feel like for some of you, you know, why am I going through this? Well, I have a feeling because you're going to be helping others in some way, like your wisdom and you finding yourself. And listen, I can claim, like I can put on a mighty force that I am this, but inside I feel kind of like I'm crumbling. That's what you got to find yourself, your voice. You got to trust it. You got to trust it because I feel like it's so important. Trust your guides. I feel like they're kind of being shut down. Look at this, the Knight of Swords coming in. It's like they're pointing at each other. We have beautiful, the Knight of Pentacles coming over Faith. Hello. Because, you know, I feel like the Knight of Pentacles is your guardian angel. This has a lesson attached to it, and it's about patience, right? Allowing things to develop fully. I feel like, you know, it's like, I always forget this saying, but when the student is ready, the teacher appears. When the student is ready, the teacher appears. I hope I'm saying that right. This is something that can enhance, it's meant to enhance this physical world, this lifetime. How interesting, it's under the 10 of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. I don't even know what I'm taking it on. We have the Five of Wands again. And then we have the Hierophant. Again, card of Taurus. You know, if Taurus is here, your reading is definitely next, because I feel like you're also in this reading. But how interesting, the fives now. 3 5s, right? 3 3s, now 3 5s. Fives are about change. Sometimes we want it. Sometimes we don't think we want it. But then in the long run, we see why. Why? In some way, you know, I love that the Hierophant is so close to this energy. You know what I mean? Like, okay, this is bottom line. This is what I feel. First of all, you have 2 knights coming in. One is carrying a couple fulfillment, right? But I feel like there are requirements. First of all, I've got to look at myself and I got to see, what am I carrying around that doesn't belong to me? Am I getting caught in the drama? Have I had enough? You know, am I using my voice to state that? Because I feel like with this 6 of Swords and the 8 of Cups, you've had enough. And it is the clearing of that. It is the clearing of it. You know, first of all, you know, I keep saying a house, like, but I know Scorpio doesn't like a divided house, right? You want the house of harmony. And so I feel like there's a little work for you to do, because I feel like, boy, do I feel like you've lost your voice in this, so to speak. Or it's not heard like it needs to be heard. Anyway, so you have 2 cups coming in. You have, at the end of this reading, is the Knight of Pentacles. You know, why is it the end? First of all, that's what patience is about, right? Because there's a lot that comes before it. I have to say that. There is a lot that comes before it. But this pentacle is like riding on the shoulders of your guardian angel. And again, it will come in the right time. But listen, you've got to be in the right energy so that you can accept it and grow it. That's what the 10 of Pentacles is about. Putting down roots. Maybe with someone. Maybe in your finances. Maybe it's a combination. And the Cups is bringing fulfillment, some type of emotional fulfillment for you. Listen, no wonder it's following this Six of Swords and the Eight of Cups, because how could you truly enjoy that with all this? I feel like do your best to rise above. Do your best. Set your boundaries. Know what you've given to what, like if I give my voice away, don't get caught in drama. It just won't help you. Rise above it. Leave it. You know what I mean? Or, again, I feel like maybe there's an exit and then things open. And I feel like when you're not trusting yourself emotionally, you don't trust yourself in any way. Like, it can affect all parts of you, like even your financial growth. I love that the Knight of Pentacles is coming up to this Ten of Pentacles. Almost like, here's success, right? The Pentacles, you got to put your focus in it also. Here, again, I feel like for some reason I don't believe in myself and I didn't believe in my voice. Maybe I didn't believe the signs, but I do feel like it's turning. I feel like this is the month. This is why I'm doing this reading for you. So we have the Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Don't give up, Virgo. Scorpio, don't give up. It's weird I just said Virgo. A lot of Taurus energy, Capricorn. I mean, we have everyone. This Queen of Wands energy feels very important to me, though. And again, I don't necessarily feel a person. I feel the energy of this Queen of Wands, like what type of energy would suit me. Following my desires, my dreams, right? Allowing passion to come in. It's like you've been thrown off your rocker and you just got to find your way back. Your way back. I feel like you will. Because ultimately, I feel like you know who you are, but I feel like because of energy that's been around you, it just feels like it's like, but don't allow it. Find it. Like, know what you're meant to carry and what you're not. What's going to serve you, what is not. That may sound egotistical, but I mean on a spiritual level for your soul, right? You have these knights coming in. They're beautiful. Their faith is so close by to that. Your ancestors, whether your spiritual team, whether you know it or not, are around you. Trust that, because I feel like, how do you see the signs when you don't trust? Anyway, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. Well, I was going to leave it there, but I feel like I want to pull Mother Mary card real quick. Because as enticing as this looks, it doesn't mean that when you're in certain energy, like, like it's hard to believe it when you're in, that energy. Drama all around you type of thing. All right. Wow. Boy, am I glad I pulled that. Look at this. A miracle. I feel like someone's just like, Sandy, it would take a miracle. Well, here you go. Here you go. Here's your miracle. How interesting. I trust in God to know the perfect solution to this situation. I trust in God to know the perfect solution to this situation. A miracle. That's what these knights are. I feel like you just got to get out of the cobweb. Get out of the cobweb and, Sandy is going to take a miracle. Well, there you go. I love you guys so much. And I just feel like you needed to, so I hope it helps you move from a certain energy back into your truth. And then, you know, I feel like when you're in your truth, and you trust, you know, you first of all, I feel Scorpio can be very psychic, but shut it down, right? But it's like, once I feel like you trust like all of who you are, because you're spirit first, that means you have lifetimes of experience. Don't feel like it at the time. Expect a miracle. You know it's true. You've had them before. Know it again. I love you guys. Oh, whoa, I didn't even see all these. Quiet. I go into peaceful silence and I listen. I got to separate myself from the conflict, from the drama, right? I need to just listen to myself. And then the inner child. Beautiful. I nurture the child within me through playfulness and self-care. That's really where you're at your best. Expect a miracle. Quiet yourself. And allow the inner child to rule. I love you guys. I'll see you next time at my table. Please leave your comments. Let me know like why I was drawn to do your reading. I mean, I can see, but let me know how it relates to you. You know, and you know why? Because I like to see that my intuition, even though I already know that you needed it, I guess it gives me confirmation. Anyway. And I love how you help each other out, because I feel like we all need to help each other out right now. Expect a miracle. I love you. I will see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.